Hey, what is up, y'all? This is Travis coming at you with the raw view. Today we are going over the Team Rebel Design handheld gimbal for the GoPro. Some of you might be wondering what this thing is, and simply put, it is an electric stabilizer for GoPro cameras and allows you to get footage like this. So one of my favorite things about this is just the size and the portability of this. I have literally taken this thing everywhere with me for the past 2 weeks and I just love it. It folds down really simple like that, and if you're afraid of damaging the lens on the GoPro, what I did was from GoPro you can actually pick up lens protectors. They're just like this little thing, and I stick that little guy on there, and I have one that I just throw in my suitcase so I can travel with it, and that one can get all scratched up. And then I have another one that I actually use when I'm filming in case I fall, I don't actually damage the lens. Putting this thing together is super easy. All you have to do is put a ring around the lens, and then that ring has a screw hole, and you just screw that screw in, and that is it. It's literally a one screw, take it off, one screw, put it back on. It is that simple. So you can use this with or without the LCD back. I have the LCD back on right now. It makes it a little bit heavier, and so it doesn't really sit up straight, so you can kind of see. And when you first turn it on, it like freaks out a little bit, doesn't really know what to do. Just tries to balance itself. Does a pretty good job. It eventually gets there. But if you have the LCD back, you want to hold it kind of like this and then turn it on, and it's perfect. It's ready to go. It takes about, I don't know, 2-3 seconds for it to balance. So either set it on a flat surface or hold it straight up and then press it, let it balance, and then you're good. When you want to tilt down, it kind of follows you, but really smooth. And then if you want to tilt up, it'll follow you really smooth again. And then if you want to pan left, it follows. And then if you want to pan right, just like with all gimbals, there are some limitations. This one, basically you can't go past 45 degrees this way with the handle, because this metal will hit that metal and it kind of freaks out like that. Same thing with the other direction. Can't go really past. Actually, you can if you're really careful, but you see it kind of freaks out. So you're kind of limited. But not really. After you learn where the limitations are, it kind of comes like second nature. You won't ever hit that when you're actually walking and following someone, because if you're following someone, you're holding it like this, and I mean that's a lot of motion without actually hitting either one of those points. So as you can see, it's not really a big deal. Now what's interesting is sometimes when I go upside down, it works, and sometimes it doesn't. It's just like you have to go really slow and you can get it upside down. And sometimes it kind of, like you can see, it's kind of tilting. So upside down, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't really know why that is. So that's another kind of limitation. But other than that, when you're holding it right side up, I mean, this thing's really short. So I mean, look how low you can get to the floor, right? I mean, that's that's pretty low. So it's not a big concern. The limitations are always going to be there on all types of gimbals. This one is very, very small limitations, I feel like. Something really, really cool they thought of was to put a 1/4 inch thread down here. And what that allows you to do is screw this into a tripod and I guess pan left to right, which I don't really understand why you would do that. However, I found it really useful to put on the end of like a monopod and getting something really, really high and being really stable and kind of coming down like that. So you can kind of simulate a jib, but not really, because as it pans down, as it comes down, it looks towards the ground, if that makes sense. So if you're coming down like on a cat or an animal or a bush or a piece of artwork, I guess you can do that, but it doesn't like go like this to that, if that makes sense. That would be really, really cool if like you could, you know, flip a switch and have it balance this way, and then that way you could emulate a jib if you could reverse that. That would be really cool. You know, maybe something we'll see here in the future. I do know that there is a USB port behind this little plate right here, so possibly firmware updates in the future. Finally, the battery life on this is incredible. It comes with 3 batteries and their own little charging station, so I charge the batteries every single night, and then I would use this thing all day, every day for 2 weeks, and again I would charge it every single night, and I never had the handle die on me once. In fact, some nights that I forgot to charge it, I would still use it the next day and still never had it die. And we're talking like going through 4 GoPro batteries, so I'm in like 4 hours of filming with it and it never died. So that was really, really cool to see. I was not expecting that out of something so small and so lightweight. So that is a big, big plus in my book. And what's also cool is I'm sure it's really, really easy to probably get 3 more of those batteries if you were filming over, you know, 8-10 hours a day. And that is it for this review. Make sure to check out Team Rebel Design's handheld gimbal for the GoPro. I will leave a link down in the description below. Also, make sure to check out the other people who helped make this video. Dan Thurman, he was the one on the unicycle. He's an incredible motivational speaker. Also, make sure to check out Lazy Hiker Brewing Company and SS Airsoft. Till next time, Travis, peace.